Live from New York, it's Saturday night. This is HQ Trivia with questions about business, science, Ellen Cleghorn, technology, food and drink, Phil Hartman, history, Finesse Mitchell, Chris Parnell, featuring sports, Jay Moore, a short film by Albert Brooks, musical guest, Gautier, and your host, me. Hi, I'm Scott Rogowski, host of HQ Trivia, and we've got a fantastic show for you tonight. Gautier is here. Stick around. We'll be right back. Hey, Gautier isn't here? What about Kimbra? No? And we don't have commercial breaks. Right, I keep forgetting. But I know what we do have. We have over 990,000 HQTs, just about 1 million, live around the world going head-to-head tonight, including the Jakob, Brooke Weissman, Rain, Jackie Maroney, and some birthday boys and goys, Pierre, Izzy Brill, Max Sutton, Sarah Cullum, Sebastian Levy, Nick Santucci, and Terry T in Newbridge, New Jersey. Salt and Pepper Terry T up in the limousine. And I have a brand spanking new quiz for you this evening. We now have over 1 million in the game. And I have 12 USDA prime cut questions. You have 10 seconds from when I start asking the question to answer it. Get all 12 right, and you win fake Monopoly money. No, you win real United States dollar bills. 2,500 of them, in fact. That's 25,000 dimes, 50,000 nickels, 250,000 pennies from heaven. Or more accurately, from HQ. You could buy a 4K Ultra HD 75-inch TV just in time to watch the Olympic closing ceremonies on NBC tomorrow night, 8 p.m. With that kind of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money. And I got a lot of quiz. You ready for me, baby? You know, the Mets are, well, they were undefeated for 24 hours. Kevin Plawecki is batting 1,000 right now. Yes, but the real question is, will you defeat HQ tonight? Will you slay the Savage Dragon? Will you quiz with me and get some money? Do you feel like HQ? Well, then let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get this show on the road for Cumero numero uno. Where are you most likely to buy a loaf of bread? Bakery, knavery, or chicanery? Now, scientists speculate that the concept of bread might be over 30,000 years old. Hopefully, the challah at your local bakery is fresher than that. Holla at me. Bakery's your answer. And I'm trying to make that bread with 1,048,940 of you. The rest of you, half-baked. But we have 1,048,000. Men and women twisting and shouting to Q3. 1,027,328 of you are. For the rest, well, it wouldn't twist around that way. Your screws are loose. Hey, reminder, guys. Tonight we're playing for a little bit of bread. 2,500. Tomorrow night, it's a whole bakery's worth of bread. $25,000 tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So hurry on back now, you hear? Put that in your calendar. Mark it 8, dude. Mark it 8. But we got Q3 right now. What was the name of SpaceX's rocket that launched earlier this month carrying a Tesla automobile? Condor Light, Falcon Heavy, or Hawk Bright? Hawk Bright, Condor Light. How many stars can I see tonight? Elon Musk is a living, breathing example of if at first you don't succeed, try again till you fly into outer space. After some very expensive failed attempts, he successfully on February 6th.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Ah, so beautiful. That rocket
just like its name, Falcon Heavy. What a name for a rocket. 645,153 of you are spreading your wings, launching on to Q4, rocketing on. The rest of you, heavy things falling down you could not see. Q4, which of these establishments is not part of Philadelphia's great cheesesteak rivalry? Geno's, Pat's, or Benji's? Still got a little bit of this holla in my throat here. That great cheesesteak rivalry of Philly. Yeah, when I'm in Philly, I go down South Street for Jim's. That's just me, whiz with. But if you want to be a real tourist, you head to the intersection of 9th and Passyunk in South Philly, where Pat's and Geno's have been battling it out for nearly 4.5 decades. Nearly a half century there. There's no Benji's, though. No Benji's. No. 384,210. They're going down short of Q5. Get a glass of water. The rest of you, rehydrate there. Go put on a Hooters album. We get Q5 for you. Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame. In the old days of broadcast television, a channel was either UHF or what? VHF, VHS, or VHQ. For those of you just joining us, we're teaching poodles how to fly. Would it help if you knew what UHF stood for? Ultra High Frequency. A band of local channels above the main networks, which were merely very high frequency, or VHF. VHF is your answer. 236,396 are tuning in to the next question here. You are A-OK, the rest of you DOA. I'm SMDH. We got Q6. The Winter Olympian with the most medals competes in which event? Cross-country skiing, biathlon, or luge? We had over 1 million to start the game. We were down to just 236,000, and I think we're going to shave off a few more of you here. Super topical question, because 3 days ago, Marit Bjorgen won her record 14th Winter Olympic medal, kicking her country mate, biathlete Ole Einar Bjorndalen, out of the top spot. Marit is a heavy medaler in cross-country skiing. To all ski, mother fathers, 117,035 of you, ski. You are skiing on to Q7, hitting those slopes. By the way, both Marit and Ole, both from Norway. Who'd have thunk it? Norway, Jose. They're good. Q7, which Robin Williams movie is based on a novel? Dead Poets Society, Mrs. Doubtfire, or Good Morning Vietnam? I sound my barbaric yawp over the roofs of the world. That is from Dead Poet, named Walt Whitman. But if you tap Dead Poet Society, you're not seizing this quiz. Hello! Oh, hello, children. Yes, Mrs. Doubtfire is based on a 1987 novel, Madame Doubtfire, and Madame Daniel. Savage question at Q7. Oh, my Lanta. Yes, sirree, Robert. 10,362 of you escaping this one, but we lost over 100,000. God, like 80% of the quiz gone. Finito, just like that. 10,362 remain for Q8. Rest of you victims of a run by fruiting. Q8, who was the first African American to win a Pulitzer Prize? Gwendolyn Brooks, Zora Neale Hurston, Alice Walker. Oh my goodness. That was savage. And this one could be as well. Q8, Zora Neale Hurston got her own postage stamp, a slew of other honors, but no Pulitzer. Alice Walker got the Pulitzer for The Color Purple in 1983, but that was way too late to be the first. That distinction belongs to Gwendolyn Brooks for her Gwendolyn book of poetry, Annie Allen. And yes, we do have another savage question at Q8 right here. We just lost nearly 10,000, down to 3,445. Nearly 10,000 of you written out of this quiz at Q8. You came so close tonight. We have a few more here. Q9 on deck. Which rock band recorded consecutive albums named after 1930s comedy movies? The Doors, Queen, or Pink Floyd? Movies from the 30s, also albums of the 70s. A Night at the Opera, A Day at the Races, two classic comedies by the Marx Brothers, and two mind-blowing albums by the rock and roll kings of Queen.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
This is real life, and 1,174 of you are really still in this thing. You are killer queens, dynamite with laser beams. The rest of you having a sheer heart attack at Q9. Now, where was I? Yes, Mrs. Claypool, Mr. Gottlieb. Mr. Gottlieb, Mrs. Claypool, All right, Marx Brothers. Q10, which company was the first corporate sponsor of the Olympics? OXO, Coca-Cola, or Nestle? Go watch all the Marx Brothers movies. Okay, except for maybe the last 3. But watch the Marx Brothers movies, everybody. I'm endorsing it officially. I'm not endorsing this company because I had never heard of it. But this company made their presence known at the 1908 London Games, where they handed out hot beef drinks and rice pudding to the athletes. Did I mention this was London? The company is OXO, OXO, and oh boy, Oberto, another savage question at Q10, possibly the most savage of tonight's quiz. 142 of you left. Right here, we lost over 1,000. You were so smart tonight, you thought you had it, but you couldn't quite cross the finish line here. 142 have the concentrated energy of beef. Yes, for Q11, the penultimate question. The Bread and Puppet Theater gained national prominence for its reaction to what? The Roaring Twenties, the Great Depression, or the Vietnam War? Yes, sirree, Cruz. We have a hell of a quiz tonight, folks. Over 1.2 million started. We're down to 142. The Bread and Puppet Theater is one of the most renowned protest groups in American history. A puppet theater that literally serves audiences bread. Where's my holla at? Holla at me. It became nationally famous for bringing giant puppets to political demonstrations against the Vietnam War. Yes, Vietnam is your answer. 60 of you got it right. Wow. 60 players left. Just 60 HQties. Lieutenant Dan, 60 of you for Q12. This is it. The final round. It all boils down to 60 players. $2,500. 60 players, 120 eyes on the prize for Q12. Music duo Savage Garden is named after a phrase by what author? Stephen King, H.P. Lovecraft, or Anne Rice? Talk about savage. Savage Garden. I bring it up most of the time. There is a savage question. I want to stand with you on the mountain. I want to win HQ by the sea. The origins of this Australian band, Savage Garden, can be traced back to a sentence. Beauty was a savage garden, from the novel The Vampire Lestat, which was truly, madly, deeply written by Anne Rice. Anne Rice is your answer, and 22 of you are our big winners tonight, baby! A double dose, 22. Shout out Emmett Smith on 22 right there. And shout out Yashiko at Mazel Tov to all our winners tonight, splitting $2,500. That's $113.64 or 63 cents, depending on how that cookie crumbles, to Evan. Nick Bongo, who looks to be a dog. Slutwhack is getting money. S. Damaraju, you win $113. Here comes Dodd Pardo again. Arcanum, you win $113. Some kind of anime. I don't know. Vermouth 1, you're a big winner tonight. And that's our show tonight, folks. 22 winners, splitting $2,500. Remember, tomorrow night, we're increasing our pot by a factor of 10, upping the ante to 25,000. 25,000, so be there and be square tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, I'm Scott Rogowski, signing off for tonight. Enjoy your Saturday night, be safe, and remember, suppose you were an idiot. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress. But I repeat myself.